You're working your tail off, right? You're hitting all your targets, bringing massive value. But then you look at your paycheck, and it just doesn't feel like it adds up. Sound familiar? Well, the top earners know a little secret. Building real wealth isn't just about what you invest, it's about mastering the art of negotiation.
So let me just ask you point blank. Does your paycheck really match the effort you're putting in? If there's even a tiny bit of doubt in your mind, you're gonna want to stick around. We're about to break down exactly how you can go in and ask for what you are truly worth. Okay, so here's the game plan. It's a simple 5-step roadmap. We're gonna kick things off with a crucial mindset shift, then we'll build your case with something I call a value folder. After that, we'll figure out your market value, master the actual conversation, and finally, map out your next steps, no matter what happens.
All right, first up, and honestly, this might be the most important step of the whole process. It's all about the mindset shift. We have to change how you think about this, moving away from asking for a favor and towards presenting a factual, rock-solid business case.
So look at this. On the left, that's the old way of thinking, right? Oh, it's a favor. It's about my bills. It's all emotional. No, no, no. Look at the right. That's where we need to be. This is a market adjustment. It's not personal. It's about the value you bring to the table. It's factual.
And that idea of being factual brings us perfectly to our second section, building what I call your value folder. You know, the absolute key to a negotiation based on facts is preparation. You can never walk into this kind of conversation unprepared.
So, what is this value folder? Seriously, think of it as your secret weapon. It is a detailed collection, a folder full of your specific, measurable achievements from the last, say, 6 to 12 months. And listen, it's not about just listing what you did, it's about proving the impact you had. Like, for example, you don't just say, "Oh, I helped out with sales." No way. You say, "I drove a 15% increase in team sales over the last quarter." You see the difference there? Numbers, they're your absolute best leverage.
Or, here's another one. You didn't just improve a process. You implemented a new workflow that saved the department 20 hours of manual work every single week. Now that is tangible value. That's money saved, right there.
Okay, so once that value folder is just packed with your amazing accomplishments, you need to put a price tag on them. You need to know what they're worth. And that brings us right to Section 3, knowing your market value. You have to ground your request in cold, hard, objective data.
So where do you even find this data? You know, it's actually way easier than you might think. There are great sites out there like Glassdoor, PayScale, and even LinkedIn Salary. You can use these to find real-world salary ranges for your exact role in your city. This completely takes the guesswork out of it. Now, your research is going to give you a range, right? A low end, an average, and a high end. And since your value folder literally proves you're a high performer, you shouldn't be aiming for the average. No, you should be aiming for the top 25th percentile. That gives you a confident data-backed number to start the conversation.
Okay, you have done all the prep work. Your case is solid. Now, it's time for the main event, mastering the conversation itself. We're going to break this down into 3 crucial parts: timing, wording, and the strategic use of silence.
First off, timing is everything. Seriously. Don't just wait for your annual review to roll around. The absolute best time to ask is right after a big win. You just landed a huge project, a client is thrilled, you hit a major milestone. That's when your value has never been more obvious.
And when you do have that conversation, here is the exact script to open with. It's professional, it's confident. You just say, "I've been reflecting on my contributions, and I'd like to discuss adjusting my salary to reflect the current market value of my role."
And then, after you've said that, you stop talking. This is so key. Do not rush to fill the silence. It feels awkward, I know, but it gives them the space to think and respond. It's honestly one of the most powerful tools you have in any negotiation.
But what if the answer isn't an immediate yes? First of all, don't panic. That's totally normal. Our final section is all about planning your next steps and being ready to handle every single possible outcome.
So, what do you do if you hear something like, "not right now," or "the budget is really tight this quarter"? Listen carefully. This is not a rejection. It's an opportunity.
You immediately pivot to this 3-step plan. First, you ask, "Okay, I understand. What specific milestones would I need to hit to earn that salary?" Second, you agree on a clear timeline to revisit the conversation, say in 6 months. And third, and this is crucial, you get that plan confirmed in writing. An email is fine. This creates real accountability.
You have to remember, negotiation isn't some scary, one-time thing.
It's a skill. It's like a muscle. And the more you use it, the stronger it gets. And believe me, the stronger that muscle gets, the wealthier you will become over your entire career. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to get you started. What is the very first number? A percentage, a dollar amount, maybe hours saved? What's the first number you are going to write down in your value folder today?